away then.
So hello everyone, good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Abi Lawrence. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, an energy healer and a meditation teacher. And today what I want to talk to you about is why it's so important to have a vision for your life, how to get clear on that vision and how to start making it a reality and bringing things into play now. So before we go anywhere, I'd like to just start by asking you to have a little think about whether you actually have a vision in your mind for what you want your life to be. Did you formulate anything at the start of this year, thinking about your resolutions and goals for 2020? I know some of that might have been thrown up in the air, as it has been for a lot of us, but are you somebody who pictures things in your mind in advance? Do you have a vision for where you're going generally? Is that something that you do on a regular basis? And what we're going to look at this morning is, firstly, why you need a vision, the importance of doing that, the importance of having a picture in your mind for how you want your life to be. Secondly, how to get really clear on that vision. And then thirdly, how to start implementing it. And I wasn't sure whether to just speak this morning, but I don't like to just do that. I like to get people into action quickly. So I'm probably going to speak for about 5 minutes or so on those topics, and then we're going to do a visualization exercise so that you can start to get you clear on what it is that you're wanting, particularly as we're facing now into the second half of this year, and there's all to play for. So firstly, why do you need a vision? So another question to pose for you is, would you ever get into your car or to head somewhere that you haven't been before without setting your destination in Google Maps or Waze or GPS, whatever it is that you use for navigating? Would you get in your car not knowing where you're going and just drive? You wouldn't, would you? Because without a vision, without an idea of where we want to go and what we want to create, we're just drifting essentially. So good things might come to us, bad things might come to us, but it's all random if we haven't been there in the mind and we haven't seen it and we've not planned it. So your vision is like your roadmap for what you want and where you want to go. And first and foremost, our brains like structure. They like to know what we're aiming for. Our unconscious mind acts like a heat-seeking missile for what it is that we're wanting. So in our conscious minds, we can set our goals and state what it is that we want, but it's our unconscious mind that will figure out how to bring that in. It's almost like your higher self, and I won't get too woo this morning, but your unconscious mind is very much like your higher self, and it starts to work with the universe to bring in what it is that you're wanting. But without a target, without that vision, your unconscious doesn't know what it's going after. So that's why it's really important, again, just to have this clear picture of what it is that you want to be, do, have, and your unconscious mind will deliver for you once you tell it what you want. One of my favorite sayings or quotes is, if you've been there in the mind, you'll go there in the body. And that literally means that if you've seen something in your head and you've rehearsed it, you've lived and breathed it in your mind, it will happen and you will call it into your reality. This is actually called visual motor neuron rehearsal, where you're literally, the more often you visualize and picture something in your head, you are forming new neural pathways, say that after a few drinks, new neural pathways in your brain. And it's almost like you're rehearsing. It's like you've been there, and it calls things in quicker and it'll make them happen, so that then when you do actually live it out, it's like, I already did this. And this technique is used by world leaders, successful entrepreneurs, and particularly by athletes. They will rehearse the race, the speed that they want to achieve, and exactly what they want to hit, and seeing themselves on that platform almost at the end of a race. They'll do that over and over and over, and it's like they've already been there, they've already done it. So having a vision, it's like literally, it's like playing a part on a stage, let's say, and it's like you're rehearsing for that part. You do it again and again and again, and then when you live it, it's like, oh, it's like I've already been here. So that's why having a vision is really important. How to get clear on your vision? Well, with any clients of mine, I don't have time for a full one today, but we are going to do a shortened version. It's really important just to make some time for yourself. I think often as women, we forget to do that. We get busy with looking after everybody else and what they want and maybe what their vision is, and supporting them, partners, children, family, etc. But it's really important to regularly make time for yourself and go within to ask yourself, what is it that I'm wanting? So I would encourage all of you to make time for yourself in a quiet place and just really go inside yourself and inside of your mind and create pictures or images, or even, if you like, make it a movie. I like to take people into the cinema screen in their head and make it a movie, and you literally go there and watch this film of you being exactly who you want to be, and ask yourself questions like, who do I want to be? How do I want to be? What do I want to be doing? Who do I want around me? And what do I want to have created? And as you do this, you'll start to form a really clear mental picture of the future you, living exactly as you'd like. And the key here, that actually calls the law of attraction into action, so I won't get too woo, but you know that's where I come from, is the emotional connection with this vision. So what really starts to make everything start to happen and happen quickly is having all of those good feelings, really feeling the good feelings of having, being, doing everything that you're picturing, everything that you're wanting. So get yourself into that place of feeling as though what you want and what you're visualizing is already true, and just really start to make that emotional connection. That's the most powerful way to make your vision start coming into your reality. And in terms of ways to implement it, so the thing I do teach is that it's not just about wishing and hoping for that vision. You do need to take action. You need to take inspired action and take it quickly, because the universe likes that and will respond to it. So just a few ways that you can start to do that and start to make this vision of yours a reality now. So you might want to create a vision board. I'm sure you've all heard about those. And for some reason, I have said before, some people will charge you £40–50 for a workshop on how to create one of those. I have no idea why, because all you need is a cork board and some pins, and just rip up some pictures from magazines or print pictures off of your computer, old photographs, whatever it is that resonates with what you're wanting. You just want to create visual images of that. So whether it's a nice big house, a holiday, your cottage, whatever it is, you just want visual representations on a board, and then have it somewhere in your home that's prominent so that you're seeing it every day. So it's calling you into your vision, and you can start to feel those good feelings and get excited about it. Yeah, it's not a workshop I'll ever run is a vision board workshop, because I don't think they're difficult things to create. But as I say, I do recommend making dedicated time every morning just to go into your vision, live it, mentally rehearse it, really start feeling all those good feelings. And the vision board's a great way to trigger you to do that. Maybe if you have it somewhere in the home that you will see every morning. What I also recommend then is creating some supporting affirmations that you can say to yourself to reinforce everything that you're wanting. So for example, for me this year, I really wanted to get focused on my fitness, because last summer I was brilliant actually. I was really healthy, really fit, hadn't been keeping up the exercise, and that's something I wanted to work on this year. So I created some affirmations around fitness. For example, they are: I am vibrantly healthy and I'm always full of energy. Second one is: every day my mind and body grow stronger. So you create your vision. You might then do some goal work underpinning that. We don't have time to go into goal setting today, but then affirmations that help to reinforce what it is that you're wanting to bring into reality. As I say, if you create a morning ritual around this, what I do, I meditate for 15 minutes, then I'll go into my vision for 15 minutes, and then I'll come straight out of that and I'll repeat my affirmations to myself with a mirror in front of me. So it feels uncomfortable at first, but you're literally saying them to yourself. So you're affirming them to yourself. So those are some steps around that, and hopefully that resonates. I hope you can all think of times where in the past you've had a vision. A really good example, I imagine most of you are married, a really good example is when you've pictured your wedding in your head. Think about how you saw that, and then how you created that, and you made that happen because you got that image in your head of exactly how you wanted it to be. Personally, I haven't had that yet, but it's just a really good example if you think about that day and all that you made happen. And what we're going to do now, because I do like to get people started with straight into action, we're going to do a 5 to 10 minute visioning exercise if you're all up for it. I'm going to pop some music on. So just give me 1 second. I just want you to get really comfortable where you're sitting. So just relax back into your chair or the bed or whatever it is that you're sitting on. Now, Louise, you're the only person I can see. Just give me a thumbs up if that level of music is right. Yeah? Cool. Okay, excellent. This is my favourite part. This is the fun part where we go there. Let's go there in our heads together, ladies. Let's go and visualise. So just settling into your body. Just letting go of any tension, starting to relax. And closing your eyes when you're ready, in your own time. And let's just start with a couple of deep breaths. Ready? From the deepest part of your belly, inhale with me now. 1, 2, 3, hold it. and exhaling out. As deep as you can exhale, pushing all the air out. And just relaxing even more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. As you exhale this time, relax any tension from your shoulders, your jaw, your forehead, even your eyebrows. And one more deep breath now from the deepest place in your belly. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold. And exhale out. Slowly but deeply. And just fully exhale all the air. Now, as you continue breathing in this pattern on your own, I want you to take in your mind's eye a little journey somewhere in nature. Somewhere you feel inspired and alive. That could be the beach, the mountains, it could be a meadow of flowers or cut grass, a beautiful forest, or anywhere. You get to choose. Go there now in your mind's eye as you continue breathing and relaxing. And when you've found your place, I want you to just notice the things in your environment with your inner vision, your inner hearing, your inner feelings. All those kinesthetic feelings that mean that you can actually imagine something touching your skin in your imagination. Feel the air on your face. Hear the sounds around you. Any smells. Feel the sun on your face and body. And just noticing everything in your environment. And comfortably settling into this place in nature that you've found. And just continue breathing. Now I want you to just float above yourself. And to start to come out of your body and just float up. Move to seeing you instead of being you. And seeing yourself laying there or sitting there. Just hovering right above yourself. This might take a little practice. Some people have to work at this a little bit more than others, but it doesn't matter. Just see if you can get there. Hovering above yourself now. You still see yourself there where you left you. And just float above, knowing you're safe, you're relaxed, and you're comfortable. Now I want you to float up just a little bit higher. You can still see yourself there where you left you. Just float higher now, just above, to maybe above a tree line or a house. Just above. Not too far, but someplace very comfortable and peaceful, where you can still see yourself. Now I want you to think of a time in the future. And it doesn't matter how far in the future. Just tell yourself and ask yourself. You're asking the deeper part of you at this point now. Your true self. Ask you what it has to show you. And allow it to unfold in your mind's eye. Ask yourself, what do I want? What would fill me up? What would just make me feel complete, alive, fulfilled? What will I be doing? Who will I be with? What will I have? And who have I become? And ask the deeper part of you to show you that. And actually start moving in a direction in your mind's eye, knowing that where you're being taken is a true place, from a true source, to the true you. The you right now that is calling you. Just go ahead and find you in the future. The you in the now is still on the ground, here safe and protected. But the you that you're becoming, that's who you're going to find. And when you get there, just notice. Just be an observer from above. Notice what you're doing, who you're with, what's in your environment and all around you. And notice how you're feeling. Notice the emotional components of the you in the future. How you're feeling is very important. And noticing the relationships that you're in. Friends, family, loved ones. These relationships are peaceful, loving, kind. Just imagine that the desires of your heart have been answered. And you are in the future in that picture, experiencing exactly the things you desire now. But there it is, already in existence. And you're noticing it. And when you're ready, go ahead and float down into that you in the future. Float into the body of the future you. I want you to see what you see through those eyes and hear through those ears. Feel through that skin. And feel the emotion of the you having the desires already met, of whatever the picture was that your inner self took you to. And really get in touch now with that emotional component of the reality of these desires being met and exist in existence right now. Make the picture clearer, brighter, sharper, closer. Make the sounds louder and crisper. This will instill and spark the emotional component that is necessary for you to create this life that your inner self has shown you. The emotional component is the key. So just take a few more moments here and really milk those emotions. Make them stronger, so it takes your breath away. You feel it to the depth of your being. I'm going to be quiet for just a few moments now while you do that. Really getting the best of these feelings from being the future you. And when you're ready, and you may need to make yourself be ready because it's so wonderful there, just slowly start to come back, floating back to the you that you left on the ground, and come back to your place in nature. Join with the you that you left behind, feeling peaceful, joyful, and completely content, knowing that you are already powerfully creating this future that you've just experienced. And feel gratitude and love, knowing that it is all on its way to you. Everything you're wanting is on its way. And when you're ready, just starting to become aware of the room around you, the sounds, any smells. And maybe you'll want to just wiggle your fingers and toes, or take a big stretch and a deep breath. And in your own time now, just returning to the room and opening your eyes. How was that, ladies? Have we all got a clear picture and really strong